Welcome to Voodoo Whiskey Gaming, and I owe a review, so here's my late review of Alien Isolation. In a recent video I said that I'm not a huge fan of this new generation of survival horror where your options are run, hide, or die, and Alien Isolation is definitely one of those games. I'm going to do this review a little different than I have in the past, so here's the good parts. I really enjoyed the visuals of this game. It did a great job capturing the feel of the first Alien movie, and that's awesome because I loved that movie. The voiceover work was good, and so was the rest of the audio for the most part. The sound design did add a lot to the atmosphere, and the thing I without a doubt enjoyed the most was the story. I'm not joking when I say I think that was the best part of the game. There's a really cool mystery going on throughout the story. You play as Amanda Ripley, Ellen Ripley's daughter, and it's your job to find out what happened to Ellen Ripley. You go to a space station where the black box from the Nostromos is. And basically from there, it all goes wrong. The humans on the station are trying to survive, and they've adopted a kill anything or anyone who isn't part of our small group mentality, which makes them incredibly dangerous. The androids are murdering the crap out of absolutely anyone they can find. And don't forget, there's a xenomorph prowling the ship. Now that we've got the good stuff out of the way, here's what I didn't like. I found this game incredibly hard. Not hard in the Bloodborne Dark Souls sense, where when I die, it's my own fault. I wasn't skilled enough for that situation. This game felt hard because the developers just wanted to screw you over. Starting with the fact, you get a bunch of weapons. Now, most of these weapons work pretty well against humans. They're far less effective against androids, and at best, they can deter an alien. At best. Now, in another run, hide, or die type game, Outlast, at least they have the decency to not give you any weapons, so you know why you need to run or hide. This game gives you this false sense of security that you can actually fight back. Well, I learned the hard way, trying to shoot the alien in the face doesn't do a whole hell of a lot. The weapons felt pretty much pointless. 4 shotgun blasts to the alien's face didn't even make it run off? Are you kidding me? Now, eventually I got a flamethrower and I realized that Molotovs were useful. They're a pain in the ass to make. Once I got those though, I was able to actually scare off the alien, so it became slightly more tolerable. Now you're supposed to sneak around, and that's where I felt like I was getting cheated the most. The alien would drop down, I would sneak past it, I'd be about 50 yards away, I could still hear it behind me, and then next thing I know I'm getting grabbed from the vent above me because it apparently magically teleported there. Or it would just drop down from the vent right in front of me, or it would be on the other side of a door that I just opened, that it shouldn't have been on the other side of. The motion tracker you get is spotty at best, sometimes it really helps, other times it's completely useless. The other times I felt like I was really getting cheated were when I was hiding, because about 50% of the times that I would follow all of the steps to hide, I'd get yanked out of the locker or the cabinet or whatever I was hiding in and murdered. Now I mentioned the sound earlier and how it helped build the atmosphere, which was fine, but eventually the atmosphere just wore off. It stopped being creepy. That could be due to the fact that they started to rely way too heavily on jump scares. It could also be that I was either too pissed off from dying 100+ times in the first 2 hours, or that I've just become so jaded from much scarier games. It's probably a bit of both of those two, but I did feel that this game quit being scary, and it quit being scary a little too quickly. My last 3 complaints: there was missing sound effects for when you were reloading. Don't know why. Also, Amanda moves way too slowly. Her 3 speeds are, when she's crouched, moving slower than hell. When she's walking, it's more like meandering. She has no sense of purpose when she's walking. And jogging instead of sprinting like hell away from the alien. Basically what I'm saying is, no matter what speed you're moving at, it's way too slow. And lastly, I noticed with all the dying I was doing that the autosave is very rare. You have to manually save, and those aren't always around. They take quite a while to do. You can get murdered while you're doing it, so there needed to be a hell of a lot more autosaves in this game. I'll be honest, I nearly didn't finish this game, and I personally think that speaks volumes to the quality of the game. When I did finally get the flamethrower, the game became more tolerable, as I stated. You combine that with the fact that I was really interested in the story, and I finally did drag myself through this game. At the end of the day, though, I really didn't enjoy it. If you're a diehard Alien fan, this game is at best worth $20. I recommend renting it, that's what I did, and I sure as hell will not play it again. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, and if you like what I'm doing in general, subscribe. Have a good one.